Welcome back to my garden. As you can see, everything is still green, so that's a good sign. I haven't killed many things yet. Today, I'm going to be doing some corrections. So I was so excited, of course, to get everything outside because the weather warmed up. It was after Easter. I was doing some research on YouTube, and I was noticing that my seedlings are really leggy. I'm gonna go in and do some pinching, some pruning. They had some trauma in the transplant process, which I kind of expected. I didn't expect them to just go in the pot and just start thriving immediately. I'm surprised these things are hanging on. Look at them. Have my jade beans here and my blue lake bush beans. They've done really well. The jade beans have. They were older seedlings when they were moved into their containers. I was so proud of my little leggy seedlings, you guys. Like, you have no idea. A big reason why I'm showing you this is because this is all an experiment. I love to experiment with planting. This is the first time I have planted seeds instead of buying the seedlings already in a pot at the grocery store. I'm just really excited to see how well they do. Hopefully I don't kill them all. But I'm gonna trim them down a little bit. As always, you guys, if you have any advice for me, please leave it in the comments below because I read everything. And it's a learning experience for me. So look at that. I'm gonna cut all of that off. I think my plant will be so much happier when I do. Another one of my experiments is planting young tomato seedlings in the pots because I've only ever had experience with buying the seedling that was already thriving from the grocery store, that was already maybe 3 or 4 inches tall. So these are tomato plants, and if they end up dying, it's okay. I have more inside my home in the little greenhouse that I have. I'm just going to experiment with these in these small pots to see if they actually take or stay healthy. We'll see. This one looks like it's on its way out, but it has a strong stem on it, so I don't know. But also these over here, some of them didn't make it, some of them did, and some of them are just hanging on. But again, they are so leggy. So I'm just really excited to see how these come out. If I need to switch them, I will. And I have yellow pear tomatoes, Roma tomatoes, and Brad's Atomic grape tomatoes. So definitely have a backup plan for sure. These are my jalapeno peppers and my mixed hot peppers up here. I'm gonna add maybe some of the Chinese giant sweet peppers here as well. I'm a little concerned about some of these jalapeno peppers because they're leggy and they're getting top heavy and the support is a little flimsy. I'm gonna eye those. I haven't watered them today because the weather is really warm and I think they've had enough water. So that's another thing I learned, is to just not overwater them. They like the heat, they like to be dried out. This is my kale, and I think they've had enough water. I'm kind of concerned because this is a stackable planter and I have that kale at the bottom, so if I overwater it, the ones at the bottom will just become way too saturated, I think. So I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do with that. But as you can see, the kale is also leggy, so I'm thinking about just starting my kale over so that it can really thrive. Over here with the potato plants, they haven't sprouted yet, but I don't think I have enough soil on these potatoes. So what I was gonna do is tomorrow, I plan on putting another layer of dirt, maybe 2 or 3 more inches over them so that they are buried deep. These are the Black Beauty summer squash. They are probably one of my favorite things to grow because they grow so big and luscious. They're so beautiful, and I love zucchini. It's my favorite. So I'm already seeing some growth here. I hope they're not trying to go ahead and start flowering because that's what it looked like on that other plant. You see that? Interesting. I'm going to do some trimming as well, and I'm probably going to end up pinching those off once I know for sure exactly what they're doing because they are way too small to be flowering right now. And plus, a lot of the leaves just look really sad and depressed. And up here, of course, is my leggy collard greens. I might start these over as well because they did not take too long to get to this point anyway. So we have some work to do today, you guys. Let's get to it. So this shelf is where I will be putting the seedlings once I feel like they're ready to go outside. They may or may not have a home just yet, but I do have plans to move them to a much larger space. More on that later. We'll see how everything goes. So let's get started on pruning these plants. I'm gonna cut quite a bit off of this one. This one is so raggedy. It's my Blue Lake bush bean. It really didn't take the transplant well at all, but it's still holding on nice and strong. I felt more confident cutting this one now because I see that it's getting some new growth up here in between the little shoots. I'm hoping I can encourage more healthy growth in the future. This poor little zucchini plant. People are probably gonna think I'm crazy when I say that these look good to me. For me, I think they look pretty good for my first time growing them from seed and transplanting them probably way too early. I feel like I'm gonna at least get 4 zucchini plants in here. I planted 6 of them and I'm really hoping that at least 4 of them survive. So for now, I'm just gonna take off some of these withered leaves that may have been getting a little too much water. That was my fault. Yeah, I think overall they're not dead, so that's a good sign. I'm only growing one variety of zucchini this year, and I have 2 different cucumber varieties. I'm growing Armenian cucumbers and I'm growing lemon cucumbers. I still have backups that are already seedlings that are in my home. If these zucchini don't take well, I'll just put maybe the cucumbers in here and I will start the seedlings over again for the summer squash. So it's a win-win for me. This is a tomato plant, and I'll be honest with you, I forgot which type of tomato plant this is, but I'm gonna snip it anyway. Honestly, I don't even know if this one will survive, but we'll see. That's it for today, you guys. I think I will add the soil to my potato plant tomorrow and also do the seedlings then. It will be a perfect time. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Let me know if you have any advice for my patio garden. It's gonna be such an adventure and I'm so happy about it. Thank you for watching.